Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another Forever Flowers. And today on Forever Flowers, we are talking about a man who really didn't get the recognition he deserved on the Disney Channel, but was in some of your faves, okay? He was in Don't Look Under the Bed, he was in Even Stevens and the Even Stevens movie, and he was even in a music video by a one Janet Jackson, and Janet Jackson said he was cute. Okay, we're talking about the one and the only Ty Hodges, the man who gave us nightmares as kids because he was scary and Don't Look Under the Bed. Okay, scary, but he did his thing. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking all things Ty Hodges and how amazing he is as an actor and how he deserves his flowers. Eric Tyrone Ty Hodges II is an American actor, director, and screenwriter. He is known primarily for his roles in Disney Channel original movies and television series, including his role as Larry Houdini in Don't Look Under the Bed and Larry Beale in Even Stevens and the Even Stevens movie. Ty Hodges grew up in Miami, Florida, and he is of Trinidadian and descent, or from the Bahamas. At age 16, he appeared as the main character in Janet Jackson's Go Deep music video. He appeared as Larry Houdini in the Disney Channel original movie Don't Look Under the Bed, and in a recurring role as Larry Beale on the Disney Channel original series Even Stevens and the Even Stevens movie. He starred in MTV's reality show 24/7. Other television credits include Boston Public, Felicity, and NYPD Blue. In 2006, Hodges appeared alongside Hilary Duff and Haley Duff in the feature film Material Girls. Other film credits include the United States of Leland. He has toured Japan with the musical act Voices United. As a director, Hodges has directed several movies. He directed the 2006 movie Miles from Home starring Megan Good. He starred in and directed the 2015 film A Girl Like Grace, also starring Megan Good and Raven-Symoné. He also directed the movie Venus as a Boy starring Olivia Culpo. So, yeah, there you have it. Ty Hodges. So, of course, if you're a 90s kid, you were born in the 90s, you know Ty Hodges. You do. If you're a millennial, you know Ty Hodges, okay? He was the black actor who was in Don't Look Under the Bed, and he was also in Even Stevens. And specifically in Don't Look Under the Bed, he played the hell out of that role, Larry Houdini. Now, I'm of a certain age, I'm 34, so I be on TikTok sometimes, and I see certain edits of Don't Look Under the Bed where they specifically edit Larry Houdini. And the comments will always be, yes, I always had a crush on Larry Houdini. Larry Houdini is fine. Larry Houdini was so good looking. Oh my gosh. And you know what? Y'all right. Y'all absolutely right. Because Ty Hodges was giving. He was giving everything in Don't Look Under the Bed. Okay? He was giving literally everything in Don't Look Under the Bed. And obviously, you may or may not know, but at the end of Don't Look Under the Bed, Ty Hodges and the main character, Francis, played by Aaron Chambers, so Larry Houdini and Frances Bean, so Ty Hodges and Aaron Chambers, they share a kiss. Aaron Chambers, Frances Bean, is white. Okay? Ty Hodges, Larry Houdini, is black. Okay? So you can only guess what certain southern affiliations of Disney Channel felt about this, and they were not on board. Nah, they were not on board at all. No. And it really literally happened for like 2 seconds. Like, literally, it wasn't even that big a deal. Like, it was, but it really wasn't. They only kissed for like 5 seconds, right? So, yeah. The parents in the South were like, she's gonna kiss Larry Houdini? What the? And it's like, get over it, bro. Get over it. And this was in 1999. So, people are racist 24/7. It doesn't matter what era you're in. But, like, people were still very, like, prejudiced against interracial dating back in the day. If you are a real 90s kid, you know the amount of, sitcom episodes that there were back in the day where a white person and a black person would go on a date, or they would start dating, and somehow they would be met with prejudice. Unless you're, Sean and Angela from Boy Meets World, which never dealt with prejudice ever. And that was a 10 out of 10 for them. But, you had episodes like on Moesha where, she starts going on a date or dating this one really cute guy. And, he white, played by Andrew Keegan, 10 out of 10. And they were super cute. But they couldn't stay together because of the prejudice of it all. And it sucks. And there were several other, episodes about this very, thing. And so it sucks. It sucks that people are just that prejudiced. But did that make a difference in the fact that people viewed this movie? No. But I will say one other thing. This movie really scared millennials. Because we were only, between, 8 and 9 when this movie came out, it scared millennials. It literally scared millennials. And so for years after this movie came out, this was not really played on Disney Channel anymore. And at first I always thought it was just because they don't play a lot of old school Disney Channel original movies anymore on the channel. I always thought that was why. But it came out that the reason they didn't play this movie that much anymore was because it was too scary for the kids. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You absolutely right. This movie is really scary. And I completely understand why they would not want to show it on the channel that much anymore. And if they did show it on the channel, it would be at 2 a.m. So I kind of get it, but at the same time, this is a really good movie, so I don't understand. But it is what it is. When you're that young, of course this movie's gonna scare you. And if you don't even know what Don't Look Under the Bed is about, Don't Look Under the Bed was basically a movie about this girl. Her name is Frances. And she is this girl who is really, really smart. And she levels up. She's I think 14 maybe. And she's now going to high school because she skipped a grade. And so her little brother basically has a tumor or something. And so she basically convinces her little brother to stop believing in her imaginary friend. And so because of that, her little brother's imaginary friend starts to basically stalk her. And she starts to see the imaginary friend, And so the imaginary friend is basically trying to help Frances because if Ty Hodges' character, Larry Houdini, if he isn't seen by Frances' little brother anymore, then he's going to turn into a boogeyman, aka a boogie person. And so Frances and Larry have to figure out why the boogie person, is basically trying to get at Larry and Frances. And it's just a really good movie. It really is. I've rewatched it as an adult, and it's actually really good, and I actually understand why it was scary for us kids. I understand 100%. It actually was really scary. 10 out of 10 scary. One of the scariest Disney Channel movies ever. And unless you're a real millennial, you probably don't really know about this movie, but it was scary. And I do employ all of you to go watch this movie if you haven't in a while, because it's really, really good. And it's actually a really, really deep movie. It really is. When you really look at it, and that's Disney Channel original movies in general back in the day. Millennials know that Disney Channel original movies used to be really deep. They used to talk about a lot of stuff. whether it was like, you know, emotional stuff, whether it was like, you know, racism, whether it was like, you know, autism. Like, there were so many things that Disney Channel talked about back in the day that they just don't talk about anymore. But this was really a deep movie when you really look at it. Like, it was really actually super deep. But yeah, this is a really good movie, and Ty Hodges acted his butt off in this movie. He really did. He really did. He was so good in this movie. Like, 10 out of 10 performance. Incredible. And you know, to know that his character wasn't even supposed to be black in the first place just shows you that they picked the right actor. They truly picked the right actor. Like, he ate it. And fun fact, a couple years ago, Ty Hodges, maybe it was last year, Ty Hodges and Aaron Chambers, they actually did a little follow-up video about kind of like where Larry Houdini and Francis would be today. And it's really cute. And so you should go find it on the internet because it's really, really cute. And it just gives you all the warm feelings of watching this movie again. So go watch that. It's kind of the unofficial sequel to Don't Look Under the Bed, since you're probably never going to get a sequel to this movie, and I actually don't want one, but that was really cute. It was like a little bow tie to the whole story, so it's really, really cute.
Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to get old. Don't forget that. I see you, friend.
Hi, Larry.
I love you, girl.
I love you.
But yeah, so Ty Hodges ate down in Don't Look Under the Bed. So good. Then, while already being on the channel, okay, he ends up being Larry Beale on Even Stevens and the Even Stevens movie. Now we all know Larry Beale. Larry Beale was the rival to both Ren and Lewis. Well, he was a rival to Ren because they're in the same grade, but he was also the bully to Lewis. And he was really good at his role. Really good at his role. Like, the way him and Ren would go back and forth, 10 out of 10, because I loved it. And what I loved the most about their back and forth was that it was always academically back and forth. It was always, you know, one trying to be better than the other, but it was never, I like you. They was just them trying to be rivals. And I love that, because I love that they never made them date. I absolutely love that they never made them date. Maybe after the blowback of Don't Look Under the Bed and that whole kiss and everything, they decided that they were not going to make Ren and Larry become, like, you know, romantically involved with each other. And I kind of like it, because I just feel like they don't always have to be, you know, romantically entwined. They don't have to be girlfriend and boyfriend. They can just be rivals and it not mean literally anything except for a, you know, academic sparring partner. And that's it. And I love that they did that. I do. And also, okay, Ty Hodges, you know the episode, the influenza, the musical episode where, you know, Ren gets the flu and then she dreams that she's at school and then everybody's singing, where What's the Matter with Ren, you know, that little part in the episode where they really did like Larry Beale in Even Stevens. He was a really great, you know, character in that story, and I really liked it. And I thought his bullying of Lewis was funny, and I thought his, you know, academic sparring with Ren was great, and I think he's a great character overall, and I'm glad that he was able to be in the show. I really do think that's awesome. Okay, and obviously, if you're a Janet Jackson fan at all, and you lived throughout the Velvet Rope era, you would know that Ty Hodges actually got to star and be the star of an entire Janet Jackson music video. So the music video and the song is called Go Deep, and it's basically where Ty Hodges is this character who wants to have a party because his parents are gone. And so he decides to have this party. He invites all these kids, or he invites, I guess, his friends. And then Janet Jackson shows up out of nowhere. And so he's like, Janet Jackson, okay, bet. And so Janet Jackson just shows up at his house, brings all her friends or people she knows, and they just decide to have a party in his house. Like, literally, like, randomly, right? And then Ty Hodges has to, like, clean up everything and, you know, the typical house party thing. You know, my parents aren't home, all these things. But he's having a great time with Janet Jackson because they're just having a ball. Okay? And I love that for them. I do. But the thing I really like about the Go Deep music video, and I always have, I thought it's really cool, especially for back then, because this came out in 98, was the fact that they use the, like, first person lens, right? I don't really know how to describe it, but you know the scenes where, like, he's making popcorn and sometimes they will, you know, zoom out and it'll be like the whole place, you know, like when the popcorn overflows and all that stuff. But then there will be the part where he's holding the popcorn bucket, and it's basically like if he has like a camera on him and the camera is basically following him as he's walking. That's actually really cool. And I know nowadays, like, people do that all the time, but back then it was really, really, like, dope because of the time period. It was like, oh wow, that's so cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, 10 out of 10. That was such a cool music video. And the fact that Janet Jackson said that Ty Hodges was cute, I would, first of all, my resume would be, I was Larry Houdini in Don't Look Under the Bed. I was Larry Beale in Even Stevens. Janet Jackson said I was cute. I was in the Go Deep music video with Janet Jackson, and she said I was cute. Like, I would just put that on my resume. Janet Jackson said I was cute. Period. That would be my whole entire thing, because Janet Jackson calls you cute. Did you know Janet Jackson called me cute? But I was in a music video with Janet Jackson, and she said I was cute. Don't forget, Janet Jackson and me, we cool. I was in the Go Deep music video, and she called me cute. I would just brag about that forever because Janet Jackson? Period. Okay? Shout out to you, Ty. Shout out to you. Because that's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Alright. We've talked about the happy stuff. Now we gotta talk about something depressing. So the year is, I don't know, 2017, 2018. I don't actually remember when this happened. It could have been during the pandemic. I don't remember. But I do remember that there was a night I was home and it was just me. And I decided to watch something on Netflix. So I was like, let me turn on some Netflix, okay? And I had saw the poster for this movie on YouTube, that it was free and I could watch it. I had saw it all these places. And I was like, okay, cool. It has my girl Megan Good in it. It has my girl Raven Simone in it. Okay. All right. And it has Ryan Destiny in it. And at that time, I was really, really, and I still am, really into Star, the TV show. And so I was like, oh, okay, Ryan Destiny, period. And this was apparently like before, obviously it was before Star, but it was like way like before Star. It was like in 2015 or something when this was made. And so I was like, you know what? It has all my peeps in it. Let me just decide to watch this. Because I was always like, what is Raven Simone doing in this? And Megan Good and all these things. So I was like, let me go and watch this movie. When the movie ended, I never wanted to not watch a movie ever again more than this movie. And that's saying something, because I watched For Colored Girls. Yeah. This movie is straight up traumatizing. Okay? Traumatizing. Okay? Not even cute traumatizing. No, this is trauma on a whole nother level. Okay? This movie is wild. And Ty Hodges is in this movie. Okay, Romeo Miller's also in this movie as well. But Ty Hodges is in this movie, but he also directs this movie. And yeah, this movie is wild. This movie is super freaking wild. And if you're into like gritty, realistic movies, this is the movie for you. Because I never wanted to never watch the movie ever again. More than I wanted to never watch the movie ever again. Like, I was straight traumatized after watching this movie. I was like, and it's not just one part of the movie either. It's like every single time I turn, like every turn of this movie is like traumatizing. It's trauma. I'm like, Ty Hodges, really? And then you end the movie like that? Wild. And if you've never watched this movie, I will explain the movie, but like, buckle up, because it's a lot. I'm telling you now, this movie is a whole lot. You know what? I decided that I'm just going to play the trailer here, because explaining it, I can't. There's just too much. It's like too much. Like, I can explain it a little bit, but it's just like, you would understand it better in the trailer, because literally. But basically, I'll try to explain a little bit of it. Basically, this girl named Grace, you know, she's having a really hard time in school because her best friend ended up dying. And there's rumors about Grace and her best friend being like together and whatever, and her being like gay or lesbian or whatever. And so she has a really hard time at school because of that. She lives with her single mother, and her single mother is not that great at all. And so she ends up eventually becoming friends with her best friend who passed away, older sister. And so she ends up with Romeo Miller's character. She ends up, you know, losing her virginity to him. And then basically, you know, she ends up with this older crowd because of her hanging out with her best friend, older sister. And she ends up in this really like terrible situation, and in the end some really bad stuff happens. Like, I can't explain it too well because it's just traumatizing. So I'm gonna play the trailer here, but basically, yeah, this was a traumatizing film, Ty Hodges, and I just want you to know that, and I don't appreciate it, okay? Because you traumatized me forever, and now I can never watch this movie ever again. Also, if you ever watch this movie, you're gonna ask yourself, one, why is Raven playing like 17 when she's like old as hell in this? But this is 2015, so you're old, Raven. What the hell? Two, this is around the time that Raven was going to end up coming out as obviously a lesbian. So it's really weird that she gets to be the bully to Grace, this character in there who she thinks is a lesbian herself and was in a relationship with her best friend who passed away. Like, it's all very weird. But anyways, this movie is traumatizing. And you know, if you do like For Colored Girls, or you do like a movie like 13, this movie is for you. Because it's that kind of trauma. It's that kind of trauma that you watch and you're just like, why did I watch that? Why did I watch that?
Grace, do you think I'm beautiful? I see you for who you are. Do you?
I know who you are. You're my sister's best friend.
We're gonna be together forever.
But last summer, her girlfriend killed herself.
I know you think I had something to do with it, but I didn't.
You need to move on with your life, Grace. We come into this world alone, and we leave alone.
Can I ask you something? Was there something going on between you and my sister?
You ain't no lesbian, are you?
I'm far from that.
Grace here needs to meet some boys.
What are you guys up to tonight?
Is that Jason? When you're done with that, you should come hang with us.
You're so different from the other girls around here.
Listen, Grace, I know about you and Andre.
You don't know
Listen,
shit.
no.
Make them want me.
Make them want you.
Okay, make them want me. You want me?
What you think?
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Grace!
I've been a horrible mother.
You're supposed to be my best friend! Be a hoe for him too. Yeah, little stinky ass hoe. Lesbian. So ugly when you cry. Where is he?
So, the last film that I watched of Ty Hodges's was Venus as a Boy. And I watched it on Hulu back in like 2021 or 2022 or something like that. And it's basically the story of Hunter, a freewheeling artist who navigates heartbreak, addiction, and LA's impossible hip gallery scene. After refusing to sell a painting to an eager buyer, a chance encounter leads him to Ruby, a gorgeous and successful Instagram influencer, reeling from the recent death of her father. Polar opposites attract, and after spending an intimate weekend together, Hunter's life is completely immersed with Ruby's. Venus as a Boy offers a personal and poetic examination of masculine and feminine ego and alter ego. I know it doesn't explain anything, so I'm also going to play the trailer here for you because the thing about Ty Hodges, and he also starred in and directed this movie, the thing about Ty Hodges is a lot of his movies are very artsy or very like avant-garde. And so because of that, it's really hard to like explain a movie that he does, but I'll just play the trailer and y'all have to figure it out. And then you should go and watch it actually, because it's actually really good. I liked it. I wasn't like, it's not like the best movie in the world, but I did like it. And I like the artsy quality of it and the fact that the character is an artist. And I like that because as somebody who is also technically an artist, I don't do like art, but I do like jewelry. I kind of understood kind of the way that his character navigated the art world in a way. Not really, but sort of. I think it's a good movie, and I think you should go watch it. It's very interesting, and yeah, I think it's cool. So you should go and check it out. And that's kind of all I have to say. I just decided to watch it one day because I was like, oh, Ty Hodges from, Even Stevens and Don't Go Under the Bed. So I was like, okay, let me go and check this out because I'm always down to support former Disney Channel people, especially if they're Black. And I'm always down to support former child stars, especially if they're Black, in anything they're doing these days. So I just go and support them. Whether their stuff is good or not, or whether it's, the best, doesn't really matter to me. I just want to support them and make sure that they're getting their coin because, it's hard out here. And, when you're a child star and then you grow up and then, life happens, you're not always given the chances that you thought you were going to be given as an adult actor. So I try to support the people and support their work after child stardom. That's just me, though. So.
Check it out. Most women want men that run shit, not a sensitive man. Said no woman ever.
Oh, so when you point at me, were you trying to say I'm a sensitive dude?
Are you still celibate?
Oh, come on, man. Chill.
Bro, what's wrong with you?
It's this new vibe you got going. It's perfect. It's good.
Is this your new painting? Keep it about the struggle and black rage.
I love your painting.
You can have it.
Really? When you meet me again, remember who I am.
She's one of them famous influencers.
Well, you don't take selfies?
Nah.
What are you doing?
Smile.
Put it down.
You're a weird dude.
You're weird, too.
Every time you meet a pretty girl, you put her on a pedestal and then she emasculates you. You love her?
It's different.
The only relationship you need to be focused on is you, the universe, and your art. You scared?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm scared.
I've died a few times in my mind. We are supposed to live a full, ultimate life. The good, the bad, all of it. We are all here to play a role. You have to give in. Submit.
How you so true.
Anyways, yeah, so that was Ty Hodges in a nutshell. But here is his filmography. So in 1997, he was in Kinetic City Super Crew. In 1998, he was in Oprah Winfrey Presents David and Lisa. He was in Felicity. And then in 1999, he was in Don't Look Under the Bed, NYPD Blue. He was in an episode of The Famous Jet Jackson. He was in King of Queens and Little Richard and City of Angels in 2000. In 2000 to 2002, he was in Even Stevens. In 2001, he was in Raising Dad, The Nightmare Room, and Boston Public. In 2002, he was in The Gray in Between, A Midsummer's Night's Rave, Boomtown, and The Andy Dick Show. And then in 2003, he was obviously in the Even Stevens movie, The Challenge, The District, The United States of Leland. And it also says that he was in Holes. Now it says he was a food server in Holes, and I kind of don't believe them. I kind of don't believe that he was in this movie, and that's why I didn't talk about it, because I was like, they're either getting him confused with another character, or he was never really in this movie. But maybe he was, and I never knew that. So maybe he actually is in Holes. Who knew? In 2005, he was in Suits on the Loose, Material Girls, and Miles from Home in 2006. And in 2008, he was in Blues. In 2010, he was in Cruise. And in 2011, he was in Dance Foo. In 2012, he was in You, Me, and the Circus and Truth Unspoken series. In 2014, he was in Locked In and Meet Me in Montenegro. In 2015, he was in A Girl Like Grace and Charlie, Trevor, and a Girl, Savannah. And in 2021, he was in Venus as a Boy. So, yeah, that's Ty Hodges in a nutshell. Okay? We love you, Ty Hodges. I think you're an incredible actor. They didn't put this on the list, but he, back in the pandemic days, or maybe just right before, Chrissy Carlson Romano, who played Ren Stevens, obviously Nina Stevens, she actually had a web show where she did like throwback cooking with like artists and actors and whatever child stars from back in the day. It was called Christie's Kitchen Throwback. And she had an episode that featured Ty Hodges. It was really cute. And they reminisced about, you know, the good old days and being on set together and all those things. And it was really cute. So you should go check that episode out. And yeah, Ty Hodges is out here doing his thing. He's on Instagram. You know, he's out here being artsy. And we love it. We truly love it. And he's out here producing and directing and doing his thing. And we love it. So, Ty Hodges, you are a real one. And you deserve your flowers for being one of the few, you know, black guys on the Disney Channel back then. We had you. We had Lee Thompson Young. And we had, like, Taj Mori. But we didn't have that many black guys in the early days of the Disney Channel. So, thank you for being one of them. Because you represented for a lot of us out here. And it was great to see a black face on our screens. It really was. And shout out to Don't Look Under the Bed. A 10 out of 10 film. 10 out of 10 film. Larry Houdini is amazing. He is point. And we love you. We love you, Ty Hodges. Keep up the good work. Keep being amazing. Keep doing your art. And love you.